Alright, so I'm doing another one of these speedrun logs. I could probably think of a better name, but I'm not going to. So this morning I was playing some more Ancient Aliens, and I finished an exit, I should say. That would be proper English, which I am a fan of episode 2, which is maps 11 through 18, also of course including the secret levels because it's a UV Max category that I run. And yeah, so yesterday I tried again and it was pretty horrendous, I'm not going to lie. So I made some action plans in regards to how my brain functions and decided to focus on the morning and drink a nice amount of coffee, which is a performance-enhancing drug. And I got it pretty much first try. I don't remember if I even reset on the first level of the run or not. I don't think so. I think I got a first try for the morning, and I got an exit of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 20 seconds. This would mark the first time an episode movie has been done for episode 2. There is technically a full game run in 4 hours by another speedrunner named Dayrick, but they did miss a monster on one of the levels, so it's not technically a valid run, but it is a run nonetheless, and that's for the full game. So you know, it's not like it's impossible and no one's done these strings of levels without dying before, but no one's specifically done an episode 2 run or an episode 3 run yet. So this is the first one, and currently I'm uploading it to my speedrun channel. I'll probably, this video will probably be up first because an hour long demo dump usually takes a little bit of time to process on YouTube, so you can check that out later on, or maybe I'll just delay the upload of this so that they're synchronized. I don't know. But my plan is currently to, starting tomorrow, try episode 1. I believe the episode 1 record is about 51 minutes, I'm pretty sure, also by Dayrick. So for those of you that don't know, one of the things about Doom speedrunning is, especially with comp level 9, which is boom compatible, the RNG, which is just, you know, the luck seed, is very bizarre. When you start a level, I think there's like way more randomization just from like loading the level versus like vanilla compatibility. But also, you know, when you do start from, let's say, episode 2 versus a full game, like you cannot snip out the demo. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this well. When you do an episode 1 run, you can snip out the demo for a full game run. At the end, you can just like cut off, you know, after a certain point. But for episode 2 and 3, you cannot do that. So what I mean to say is that a player, any player, including myself or someone else, can do full game runs, and if you beat the episode 1 record, you can just snip that out and submit it as an episode 1 record. But that is not really a feasible thing for episode 2 or episode 3, because for those categories you need to start on that map. And so that's why I'm filling in the board for episode 2 and 3 UV Max. And next I'm going to do episode 1, not the full game. You know, I can, and that's the thing, is I can run both of those at the same time. But I feel like episode 1 won't take me too long. And, you know, also I kind of want a little bit of a break in movie length before doing episode 3, which is also undone. So, and then of course after episode 3, I'll move on to try the full game run, which, as I said before, there is technically a demo for it, but it's not valid as they missed a monster on one of the levels and finished the run anyway. Which, you know, it makes it technically not a UV Max because you didn't max it. But it is a 4-hour demo. That sounds about like a good time. But I would like to beat the 4-hour demo with, I would like to beat that with the true UV Max, but it's very possible that I don't. Either way, I'll probably end up trying a couple attempts at the full game movie, so we'll see how that goes. But, I might not beat 4 hours on my first try. I might beat it on my first try. I'm not sure. But the reason I want to do the episode runs is because that really builds a lot of my skill. It allows me to it's like practice, but also you're doing a speed run at the same time. And the same thing goes for the individual level demos, which I don't know how many I have for Ancient Aliens. Maybe I'll edit in the board and scroll it down so you can see when you're watching the video what the individual level demos look like. But I'd like to do a couple more of those as well, and that's like 5 to 10 minutes per run. So it's like, I like to practice while actually recording demos. Some people don't. Some people practice like without recording demos and use saves or whatever. But for me, like, that's a good strategy for practicing raw execution and learning luck tables. But for me, something about practicing with saves, it's a mindset thing. When you're practicing with saves, there's not a certain level of fear or adrenaline or anything like that that's like, oh, if I die, then I lose an hour of my life to nothing, So, and so for me, I personally prefer to do practice while recording demos. That's why I like doing episode movies, and that's why I like doing individual demos more than just practicing with saves. Not everyone agrees. Some people are different. Certainly my approach takes a lot more time overall to do it, but I think it usually has a better result. And so but yeah, so my next couple plans are going to be episode 1, then I'm going to go back to episode 3, then I'm going to maybe do a couple individual levels, in there. I want to do 18. 18's a luck fest, though, so that's a problem. And I want to maybe try getting the 23 record, but that's a... if you know Ancient Aliens Map 23, I mean, that's an undertaking right there. But I would like to try that out, because that's one of the maps where a lot of shit can go wrong. So I feel like doing the individual level demo for that would definitely be beneficial to my overall skill at the game. And that's a major choke point overall, and I would hate to get there in a movie run and fuck up like an idiot. So that's a level I'd like to take a crack at. Maybe, I'm not sure if I'll actually get to that before attempting the full movie. We'll see. But either way, this morning I did get the first episode 2 exit, so that's fun. It's totally possible I'll try the episode movie for 2 again in the future. I'm not sure. But also, I think one of the things about doing these YouTube videos is I want to get more people into speedrunning this game, because it's extremely easy to get into. I feel like a lot of people overestimate how hard it is to speedrun Doom. I mean, obviously it's extremely hard to do really well and to get really good times, but it's an extremely beginner-friendly game. It's extremely straightforward as well. There's no stupid glitches. It's not like a Zelda game where you're warping fucking level to level. It's you just play the game, and that's why I like UV Max, because you just play the game, you kill everything. Sometimes UV Max can benefit from a trick or a skip, but most of the time it's not that way. And I personally want more people to give this a crack. So that's one of the reasons why I want to kind of do this the speedrun log thing. I could probably come up with a better name for it, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's gonna. I don't know how long Ancient Aliens will take, but this is gonna be my main speedrun project. At least until I get the first D2 all movie exit. And that could take a month, it could take 2 months, it could take 3 months, it could take the whole year. I mean, it's totally possible. But either way, that's what I'm working on. I got a positive result this morning, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And tomorrow I'm going to try some episode 1. And then I'm going to go back to episode 3, and then I'm going to try the full movie, and I may do some individual map demos in between. So anyway, thank you for watching this video graphic experience. You know, I'm sure that there are probably other things you could be doing with this time, but instead you decided to do this. So hopefully you've learned your lesson and you won't make that mistake again in the future. But if you do, I'll see you later, or you'll see me later, or something. There you go.